Hello, Caroline. It's nice to meet you.
Hey, it's nice to meet you too.
My name is Samantha, and I'm your dietitian. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm doing good as well. Thank you. So, I've heard that you have a baby recently. How is your baby doing?
He's doing good, growing fast for sure.
Oh, so he's a little boy. How old is he now?
He just turned 9 months last week, actually.
Oh, wow. Time passed really fast.
Oh, tell me about it.
Time flies when you're having fun, right?
Yeah, and when you're busy as well. Sometimes I feel overwhelmed. The baby or my husband, just a lot of stuff to do.
I hear ya. I understand. I have been there too. Well, so tell me what brings you in today.
I should probably start by saying that sometimes I wonder if Gabriel is eating enough.
Oh, and why do you feel he's not eating enough?
Well, because my friend just had a baby and he seems to be bigger than Gabriel.
Let's see. We can go over Gabriel's growth chart to see where is he at now.
Oh, okay.
Alright. So has a health professional ever discussed your child's growth with you or provide you any information about growth chart?
I'm not sure, but I would love to learn about it.
Absolutely. So growth chart is a tool that tells us the way your child grows, and it tells a lot about his overall health.
I see.
So growth is one sign of a child's general health, and the growth charts show a child's own growth pattern. If they're going well, or if they're moving in a direction that may signal a possible growth concern.
Oh, I see. So it's Gabriel doing according this growth chart?
Well, I'm looking at his growth chart, and it looks like he's within the normal weight and length. So that means he's a healthy boy based on his growing patterns.
I'm glad to hear my baby's healthy. It was a big concern for me that he wasn't growing appropriately. So my friend told me that I should be giving him some formula.
I'm happy we were able to clear your concern. Would you like to tell me a little more about what was the reason your friend was advising you to give formula to Gabriel?
Yeah, so she was saying that formula would have all the nutrients Gabriel needs to help him grow.
Well, yes, formula does have nutrients your baby needs, but human milk have more benefits and the exact amount of nutrients that your baby needs. Do you know that human milk composition changes over a single feeding?
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yes, so it can change over a day. So it all depends on your baby needs and on his age.
Oh, really? Human composition changes over time? This is very interesting. I did not know that.
Yes, it does. And breastfeeding not only benefits the baby, but also benefits for you as a mother. How do you feel about that?
Oh, really? Breastfeeding is also good for my health? That's great.
Yes, the human body is very amazing and smart. If you want to, we can talk more about the benefits of breastfeeding.
Oh yeah, please. I would love to know more.
Of course. Breastfeeding protects moms by reducing rate of certain cancer like breast cancer and ovarian cancer, and by protecting them against osteoporosis. And it's such a bonding time for your baby and for you as a mother.
Oh, that's very interesting. I didn't know that by just breastfeeding, my chances for breast cancer could be lower.
Yes, isn't that amazing? And there's so many benefits for the baby too. Breast milk is designed not only to provide the baby with nutrients, but also to protect him from infections and some chronic disease, for example, like anemia, ear infection, obesity, viral infection, and bacterial pathogens.
That's pretty amazing. So, are you saying that breastfeeding would have an impact in his future health?
That is correct. It will help him with his immune system and with his growth. and as I mentioned earlier, with other chronic diseases.
I didn't know half of all the information that you just said. From now on, I'm gonna try to keep that in mind, all the benefits that breastfeeding have on my baby, and that could probably make the pumping process less annoying.
It's a great idea to keep in mind all these benefits of the breastfeeding. And you were saying earlier that you have been using the pump. So how is breast pumping working out for you?
Oh yeah, I have to use it sometimes because my mom babysits for me some days, so I have to pump out some milk so she can feed him throughout the day. But sometimes it can get frustrating because it takes me a while to pump out enough milk because sometimes it just doesn't come out.
Oh, I see. You're saying you get frustrated sometimes because
Yeah.
it takes a long time to pump up some milk. Is it right?
Oh yes.
And that happens. What do you usually do when that happens?
So I just keep trying until it comes out. It can be sometimes it can get very time consuming.
I see. I see you're experiencing letdown failure. So that is something. It's very common to the breastfeeding moms. So I have some tips that can help with this problem. Would you like to hear them?
Oh yeah, I would love to hear them. If they actually helps, that would save me a lot of time.
I can definitely hear you. Sometimes, before pumping or breastfeeding, you can walk around, or you can also change your nursing position or play some soothing music. And also, increasing water consumption and decreasing caffeine intake would also help with those letdown failure. What do you think about that?
This is good to know. Now I know I need to increase my water consumption and only get 1 cup of coffee instead of 10. Well, speaking of milk, I was wondering what is the best way to storage the milk after it's pumped? And for how long would it last after I pumped it out?
Great question. So, if you're going to keep it in the room temperature, it can last up to 6 to 8 hours. And if you keep it in the fridge, it can last for 3 to 5 days. So, and did you know that you can also freeze it and it will even last longer?
Oh, I can freeze it? That could be very convenient because sometimes I feel I'm about to explode, and sometimes like it's even hard to get milk out.
I hear you. Yes, it can happen, and it's actually a very common thing that happens to many breastfeeding women.
Well, it's good to know I'm not the only one who struggles sometimes in this process.
Yes, for sure, and you're not alone.
Well, yeah, I cannot complain. I'm very lucky because one of my friends just had a baby too, so we share all the information we learn, and we share all the information we learn about being a mom, and we help each other a lot. Every time I don't know something, I call her, and most of the time she has good answers for me.
I'm glad you can go through this process with someone you trust and who actually go through the same with you. And if you have any question, I'm also here to help you.
Oh, thank you. Well, it just came to my mind that a few weeks ago my friend was telling me I could have like a drink even though I'm breastfeeding. Is that true?
So, you want to know whether you can drink while you're breastfeeding?
Yeah.
So, it's true that you can drink when you're breastfeeding, but you just have to be aware that alcohol remains in your body for a while. And while alcohol is in your body, it can transmit it to your baby when you're through breastfeeding.
Oh, okay, I see. So let's say if I want to have like a drink or two, how much time would I have to wait to be able to feed Gabriel?
So it's going to be depend on your weight. How much do you weigh now?
So right now probably like around 145 pounds.
Okay, let's see. So I have this chart here that is about alcohol and breastfeeding. So according to your weight, your body will take around like 2 hours and 20 minutes to get rid of the alcohol for one drink,
Oh, okay.
and 4 hours and 40 minutes for 2 drinks,
Oh,
and
really?
about like 7 hours for 3 drinks. So you can just keep one of this literature if you want to.
Oh, thank you. Well, now that I know this, I know I can enjoy like a cup of wine occasionally.
There'll be no problem with that, as long as you wait for a little bit before you breastfeeding.
Oh, perfect. And what about my diet?
Oh, tell me more about what is concerning you about your diet.
So lately I've been working a lot, so I don't think I'm eating healthy. I don't have time to cook, so very often I just eat like fast food. So my family is concerned about it because I'm breastfeeding. So I know fast food it's not healthy, but I don't have many choices. So I'm just worried Gabriel it's not getting all the nutrients he's supposed to be getting because of my diet.
I see. So you were saying you have been working a lot and you haven't eaten well.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me more about how's your typical food intake looks like.
So, well, I never eat breakfast, and sometimes I only like eat one meal throughout the day, and many times it's like a fast food, like junk food.
Well, the good news is that there are no nutrient impact on your breast milk with your diet. The only impact is going to be on the volume of the milk that it's going to produce due to your diet.
Oh, that's great news. I was worried about it. So, are you saying that the only thing that my diet will impact is the volume of milk I'm producing, right?
Yes, that's right. So, and you have mentioned earlier that you were concerned about Gabriel's not getting enough nutrients.
Oh, yeah.
So, by looking at his typical food intake that you just provide, it's great that you get started, or you start to feed solid food to your baby.
Oh, yeah. He seems to like it. But am I feeding him the right food, though?
So we can go over his food intake, and I can provide you with some diet recommendation along with it. How does it sound?
Oh, sounds great.
All right. So I can see you're giving him toast squares. So toast squares are good finger foods that he can actually grab and eat it by himself. So, and also dry and thin cereal with iron is another good source of like finger food. And is this something that you would give it a try?
Oh, yes. Cereal sounds like a food he would like.
That's great. So I also see you're giving him strip of cheese. So strip of cheese would be a little bit hard for the baby to chew. So cottage cheese would be a great option instead of giving him strip of cheese. So, and also you can give some yogurt that he can enjoy as a snack between meals.
Oh, that sounds like good options.
Yeah, and it's wonderful that you're giving him some fruits and vegetables. But at this stage, you can even start to give him some fruits and vegetables as long as they were soft and cut into small pieces.
Also not pure, right?
Yes, instead of pure. What do you think about that?
That sounds like a great idea. I'll definitely start doing that. But sometimes it's hard to think of things that I can feed him. I'm scared to give him new foods that could hurt him.
I hear ya. So it's great that you're aware that not all the foods are safe for him. But I also have some great food option that would add some protein and healthy fats to his diet, which is essential nutrients that he needs for his development. Would you like to hear them?
Oh, sure.
You're right. So egg yolks are a great source of protein, and they have high cholesterol, which will help with the development of their brains, their nervous system, and in general growth. For some people, they think fat is not really healthy for a baby, but actually, fat and cholesterol shouldn't be restricted from the baby's diet.
Oh, really?
Yes, and avocado is another great source of healthy fat. Do you think is that something that you were willing to feed to Gabriel?
Oh, yes, for sure. I think I will start introducing him all this new food to his diet. I bet he will love avocado just as her mom.
Sounds great. So I see you're also giving him SpaghettiOs. So what do you think about canned foods?
Oh, I really like canned foods. They're you don't have to spend time on preparation, and they're also very affordable.
Yes, yes, saving time on food preparation is a good plus, and even more if they're affordable,
Oh yeah,
right?
for sure.
The only concern I have is that they have a lot of sodium, and it's not really great for the baby.
No, it's not.
So the baby could even choke if they're not being fed under monitoring.
With the SpaghettiOs.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. So maybe we could be able to find other healthier food options for the baby, which are like more affordable and easy, like fast to prep. What do you think about that?
Well, yeah, I have heard that canned food has like a large amount of sodium, but I wasn't aware that it could be harmful for the baby. So, by any chance, do you have like a list of the healthy and harmful food choices for babies that I could look at?
Absolutely, I do. I could also provide you a great website called My Plate, which had great information about babies and breastfeeding mom. That they provide. They also provide the diets that could actually be very helpful.
Oh, great! I think that would be very helpful for us.
Great. Is there any other thing that you would like to go over today?
Well, not really. I think we covered a lot today, and I learned a bunch of new stuff.
Yes, we went over a lot of new information today. We went over growth chart, breastfeeding process and benefits, baby's diet, and some of your concerns. So, what do you feel about it after hearing all these information?
I feel it could be very useful, so I'm pretty positive I will use it, and I know that Gabriel it's not small, so that's good. Also, I know that healthy fats are good for him, and that it is great that I'm still breastfeeding him.
Great. So on the scale of 1 to 10, what is your confidence scale that you will use this information?
I think maybe like a 7 or 8.
Oh, that's a pretty high number. But why is not 9 and why is not 4?
Well, I definitely will try to use it, but I'm not sure I will actually have time to do it, or that I would have all the resources to do it.
I hear you. So you will start feeding healthy fat and protein to him?
Yeah, I will try for sure.
And I can also write it down, all these important points that we went over today.
Oh, yeah.
That way, you have any other question, you can just email me or give me a call.
Oh yeah, for sure. If I have any question, I will send you an email, or I will give you a call.
Please do. And so I will follow up with you in the month, and we will go over all these important points in our next meeting to see if they're working out for you and Gabriel. How does it sound?
Sounds perfect for me.
Great. So I'll see you next month then?
Yeah,
right.
I will see you here.
All right. Nice to meet you.